Problem is to write a Python program to trim white spaces from a string. Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. My name is Ayushi Jain, and in this video we will learn how to write a program that will allow us to trim the white spaces from a string. So suppose guys, if we have a string and on both the sides if we have white spaces, or if we have white spaces on the front side or at the back end side, then in that case how to remove it? In our Python we have two methods in which we can remove it. Our first method is with using the strip function in Python that we use along with the strings, and the second method over here is with the help of the regex module. Regex module is also known as regular expressions. We will be using it to remove our white spaces. Let's have a look on how it can be done. First of all, as we need a string over here to remove the white spaces, so let's take a string here. So inside the string I'm writing I love Python. Okay, and I'm giving spaces on both the sides. Okay, now when I use the strip function, it does not mean that it will remove the spaces in between. It means that it will remove the spaces that we have on both the sides. As of now, if I print it, so if I write print string and run this program, so you will notice that in the output we will get spaces on both the sides again. Okay, how to remove these spaces? In our Python we have a strip method. How to use this method is very simple. We'll be again writing the print statement, and in the side this I'll be writing string dot strip, and I'll leave the parentheses over here as blank. Why I'm leaving it blank is because the default value over here is the spaces, that if you don't write anything over here in the strip method, then the default value is the blank spaces. So as soon as I run it, you will notice that I will get the output without any white spaces on both the sides. So here in the first string we have white spaces. Once we have used the strip method here, we do not have any white spaces here. So this is how the strip method works. But what if I have a backslash and n here? Suppose that I want a space of one line, okay, and then in the next line I have I love Python. So in that case, what would happen? See, if you will notice the first statement, before the first statement there is a space of one line, but in the second statement there is no space of one line. Now how to give a space? Because what is happening over here is that it is along with the white spaces, it is also removing this one line. So how to get this line back is very simple, that instead of leaving it blank, you will mention here that we need to remove the spaces. So string dot strip, and only spaces needs to be removed, not the whole line. So now if I run it, you will now notice that there is a space of one line in between. That means the backslash and n over here is working, and it has not been removed by the strip method. So this is our strip method. Moving ahead and talking about our second method, that means we will be using the regular expressions. To use the regular expression, that means the regex module, we will be importing re module. So re represents regular expressions, that means regex. Okay, after this again we need a string over here. So I'll be creating a variable called as string. Inside I will be giving some spaces and I'll write I love Python. Once I have written I love Python, what do I need to do is very simple, that I need to create another variable over here, that is x is equals to. Now here I will be using my regex module, that I'll be writing re.sub. Re.sub, what re.sub would do, that it will replace the original string here, and inside that it will introduce a new string with the patterns that we are going to apply here. Now what patterns will come over here is very simple. I'll be writing, now for the patterns what I'll be doing, I'll be writing r, inside the single quotations I'll be writing the circumflex symbol, backslash and s, along with the plus operator, the bar symbol, another backslash and s, the plus symbol, and the dollar symbol, which will be replaced with the string, which will be replaced with the spaces in our string. Okay, now let me explain you the meaning of what I have written over here, because right now you might have been confused at what are these symbols over here. First of all, talking about the circumflex symbols. Circumflex symbol checks for the multiple occurrence of white spaces. So backslash and s is denoting a white spaces. Circumflex symbol over here is denoting that how many times this white spaces are occurring. The plus symbol is used in, to increase the number of times of these occurrence. That suppose if there are 3 times white spaces, it would remove the 3 times of white spaces. The bar symbol over here represents the OR operation, and The backslash s again represents what? The white spaces. The plus symbol checks the number of times the occurrence are there, and the dollar symbol over here checks that if at the end of your string this expression is occurring or not. So now this pattern needs to be replaced with what? The spaces. Wherever this space is there, this pattern needs to be used. Every time there is a space, suppose if there is a space 1, 2 and 3, three spaces are there for, then it will do it for all the three spaces in the front and all the three spaces at the back, and in where it will do it inside the string. After this, all we need to do is write print x, and let's run and see what output we'll get. Let's first also put the previous data in comments. So we have written it already in comments. Now let's run and see. So once I'll run it, you'll see over here that I love Python is written over here without any white spaces on both the sides. So this is how our regex module, that means regular expressions, work. This task is very simple. All you need to do is you need to provide it with the pattern, and here symbols represent the different patterns here. So I hope guys that both the methods are clear to you. The link of this code is present in our description, and for more such interesting programs, stay connected guys. Thank you.